foundations that led to kids being saved from mental abuse or physical abuse. I didn't start any foundation that helped foster children, and I was a foster kid. I went through mental and physical abuse. How come I didn't start a foundation for kids in poverty that have to live with their grandparents because their mom and dad either died or are spending life in prison? How come I didn't start a foundation for homeless men? Because that's exactly what I don't want to end up. How come I didn't do better with my resources? You know?
What does CJ Cloundero have in common with Epstein? When the walls were closing in on them, they both rebranded themselves as fake philanthropists. So in order to reintroduce themselves to the public and try to change public perception about their horrible reputations. So this is pretty much what he's doing. He's trying to rebrand himself as a philanthropist so he can run the scam of moving his money, potentially money laundering and tax evasion, so that he can have a reason that he would have millions of dollars in his possession and he can access his money. Because if you know anything about charities or foundations, you can set up a charity or a foundation in a way where you can get a salary, and that's how he would be able to access his money, okay? So both of the two videos he made, nobody talks about this, and the truth was just videos he put out there to try to reintroduce the public to this fake persona of himself that's supposed to be like a better person, that's trying to be accountable for their actions. And basically he's just using this fake persona to access money that he has been hiding away. Okay, and that's all it is. He's doing the exact same thing that Epstein did.
The walls were closing in, and he needed a way out. So he turned to the oldest strategy used by the powerful when scrutiny becomes dangerous: reputation laundering. Epstein didn't retreat. He rebranded. In the aftermath of his arrest, he aggressively reinvented himself as a benefactor. Money began flowing into charities. Academic initiatives suddenly had a new backer. He pushed his way into elite humanitarian and scientific spaces, places where credibility is currency.
Baby Fanja, you reading the Bible?
Okay, so right here, this is on Nike's World channel. Pretty much all evidence of him knowing this man, he pretty much scrubbed from his channel. But right here, he's going to show you the supposed billionaire that he has ties to, that he has connection to. And most likely he met through Lexi, okay? All this is alleged for entertainment purposes only.
This isn't the Bible.
Oh, what you reading?
It's the book my friend gave me. He's a billionaire. It's called Checking In. I'm just checking in.
I'm just checking in.
Before I packed it, I was just reading.
Where is your orthopedic 3000s?
Okay, so right there you hear he said this is a book that his billionaire friend gave him that's called Checking In, okay? And in a moment, I'm about to reveal to you who wrote this book called Checking In. I haven't seen him in any pictures with CJ or Alexis Lohmeyer. So I said everything's alleged for entertainment purposes only. Only reason why his name made it in the mix is because CJ seems to be getting his information from somebody. And, the type of moves he's making is moves of the very wealthy or the very elite. So this is the one person he said he claimed he knew. And this guy happens to be a billionaire. But as you see, he's up there with Obama. You know what I'm saying? So he knows a lot of people. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of power, in the Vegas area. I think he got ties to California as well. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is who he's getting, information from. It could be potentially even possibly a mentor. Okay? He claims this man is a friend. He claimed this man gave him a book. He claimed he even spent the night with a billionaire, but I could not find that clip to verify if it was the same person or somebody different. But yeah, I remember seeing that years ago. But this is the book that he had called Checking In by this man right here, Stephen J. Klobeck. Okay. And as you can see, you know, he knows a lot of people, has a lot of money, and you already know money comes power. Okay.
Jake Lubeck, Chairman CEO of Diamond Resorts. I own this property.
Oh my God.
You're a great team member.
Thank you.
I can't believe how you opened my eyes today. I owe you a debt of gratitude. The things that you explained to me are going to allow me to fix this resort so much quicker.
So as you can see, this guy, Stephen Klobeck, he was also featured on the Undercover Boss, okay? This is the guy that CJ Soku said he knows. This is his supposed billionaire friend, okay? All this is alleged for entertainment purposes only, okay? This man is very high up in politics. He's been seen with Obama. He's with the Democratic Party. So this man has a lot of connections, okay? And this is the same guy that CJ Soku says is his friend, and so much his friend that he gave him a book, okay? So I'm about to actually read an article about Stephen J. Klobeck so you kind of get an understanding of who he is, his character as a person, okay? And what's going to be so alarming about this article that I'm going to read, you're going to be able to draw a lot of comparisons from, his interaction with his ex to Mr. CJ Soku's interaction with his his former ex. And you can kind of draw the comparisons, okay? It says timeshare tycoon Stephen Klobeck accused of threatening his OnlyFans ex. It says Las Vegas timeshare mogul Stephen Klobeck has continued to harass his Instagram model ex after she took out a restraining order against him. And new court papers show Klobeck, who has sold his Diamond Resorts empire for $2.2 billion in 2016, has repeatedly violated a general order to stay away from the digital pinup girl Stephanie Grzansky following their December breakup. She claims in a new Los Angeles Superior Court motion seeking $100,000 in damages. Okay, the harassment Grzansky claims included a January 30 text message calling her a wicked whore, a hooker, and a prostitute. Now, come on, let's draw the comparisons. Okay, this literally it's like he took the playbook from this guy and was literally even using the same slurs. Okay, as well as a March 1st Instagram message threatening legal action against her. You can't compete on this level. You are a fraud, Klobeck allegedly wrote in January 30 text to Grzansky, who makes money posing nude for subscription websites on OnlyFans. I'm a victim, you wicked whore. You are in the fight of Tor, SIC. It says sick life in parentheses. It said go report me, Klobeck allegedly said on Instagram. So he was actually going over to her Instagram page and harassing her on Instagram as well. After Grzansky, 26, blocked his text messages, Klobeck also allegedly sent Grzansky notes on OnlyFans where he set up an account with the bio, your worst nightmare, and set his location as the courts, her filing said. So basically, allegedly, he planned on using the courts to harass this woman. Basically using, institutions to harass his ex. Klobeck's legal team has moved for the restraining order to be squashed, claiming the court didn't have jurisdiction over him at the time because he was in Mexico. So you can see he's clearly, trying to maneuver around the law, and his ex actually had to get a restraining order against him as well. His lawyer, Robert Allen, who called Grzansky's filing replete with false statements, said Klobeck was south of the border when a restraining order was issued and may not have been able to read the copy that was texted to his cell phone right away. And the latest twist in the already zany legal battle that kicked off after the pair's July to December romance ended last year. Okay, as the Post has previously reported, Klobeck suing Grzansky for allegedly duping him into thinking she was a legitimate fashion model so that she could use his home, private jet, and other possessions as a setting for her salacious business, opposing nude for money. He claims the digital pinup model scammed him out of $1 million in gift trips, in the process including more than 100 bikinis and pieces of lingerie that she allegedly used as props for her OnlyFans post. Grzanki has denied the allegation, saying Klobeck knew full and well how she earned a living and simply is trying to punish her for breaking up with him. Grzanki is seeking a sanction of at least $100,000 against Klobeck, told a Los Angeles state court judge that money is the only thing that will convince the 59-year-old, twice-divorced multimillionaire to leave her be. Based upon Stephen's blatant disregard for court orders, Stephanie is respectfully requesting the court sanction Stephen at some not less than $100,000 or any other amount the court deems just as reasonable for each and every violation according to her filing. Absent such an order, Stephen will continue to abuse Stephanie. In March 31st, filing says Klobeck alleged harassment has included threatening messages claiming to be from people associated with the multimillionaire. So he basically, used flying monkeys to harass this woman, okay? Peep the pattern. Peep the parallels. Okay, and was so pervasive it broke up her relationship with her boyfriend. After Stephen contacted the boyfriend on several occasions and threatened to bring him into litigation, he broke up with Stephanie and in the filing said he no longer wanted to be involved with Stephanie because of Stephen. Klobeck allegedly messaged the boyfriend threatening a subpoena and saying, "You have issues and you need a lawyer." The filing said, all that's happening is Stephen is advising her, wanting her to settle because he understands that having this carry on is not in the best interest. Allen told the Post. The ball is in their court, Allen said. We are actively waiting and ready to settle, and that's all that Stephen has wanted from the very beginning. But Grzanki said she didn't interpret the messages Klobeck sent her, her friends, and even her mother, which allegedly extended for weeks, if not months, following the restraining order as an invitation to settle. I read them very seriously, like this is exactly what he wants to do, and what he means is he's not going to go away, she told the Post in an interview. My life is completely different now because of what this man has done to me. He's tried to ruin me, she said. He's damaged me mentally a lot. Indeed, Grzanki's filing suggests that Klobeck intends to drag the court fight out for years, saying he's admitted to going after her for sport. So at this point, he's just, based upon what she's alleging, he's just going after her just for fun, okay? Which is super sinister. It says, today was a small taste of what the next 3 years are going to be like. Klobeck allegedly texted a friend of Grzanki's after a February court hearing related to the restraining order. This would mentally take over her life again, he wrote to a friend. Per Grzanki's filing, tell her to have her attorney call mine and settle. Okay. So basically, he was just trying to harass her life, and was mad. She didn't want to be with him no more. So all this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. And he wanted to harass her, possibly maybe even want to harass her back into a relationship. But the man seemed very upset. The lady didn't want to be with him, and he was basically using institutions, kind of like abuse of power, to kind of mess with this lady. I don't know the outcome of this. Hopefully she got, the money she was requesting. I'm going to try to see if I can find an update, but that's absolutely crazy. And, this could potentially be this man's mentor. So, I know y'all could see the parallels in the situation.